Hello, my name is Megan Lingerfelt, and this is my persuasive speech for Speech 1311. In this speech, I am going to persuade you to read rather than watch television. I would do this by discussing the benefits of reading, the effects of reading versus watching television on the brain, and the risks of watching television. How is your time spent when you have nothing to do? You may read, watch television, write, or do other things. In this society today, it's easy to get sucked into watching television, or even worse, playing on our phones for hours, which is basically a small TV. Today I'm going to discuss the benefits of reading, the effects of reading versus watching television on the brain, and the risks of watching television, which is common inside of American society. Today, it is more common to watch television than picking up a book and reading, when in fact, reading has more health benefits than watching TV. Reading for pleasure can increase your intellectual progress, your vocabulary, and you can remember more information than individuals who watch television, according to Sullivan. Television watching is linked with an increased risk of dementia, according to Frelick. When we're doing cognitive activity involving using the computer, we're using large parts of our cortex to carry out that activity. Whereas when we're watching TV, there are probably relatively small amounts of our brains that are actually active. Dr. Budson, author of 7 Steps to Managing Your Memory, explained in an interview. How can we solve this problem? It's simple, really. Reduce your TV watching and pick up a book. What makes the difference is how much you read and what you read as well. People who read classic fiction and contemporary literary fiction made the greatest vocabulary gain. What happens if we don't solve this problem? If we don't foster a love of books in our future generation, we will have children that are technology dependent, that have a lack of education, and are antisocial. Television has been linked to reduced attention span, impaired emotional and social intelligence, technology addiction, social isolation, and adverse cognitive and brain development, according to Small. One of the key indicators of educational failure is a lack of books in the home for adolescent children. When children are behind computers all day, it creates white matter in regions of the brain that are required for support in learning at school. Instead of watching television in your leisure time, pick up a book. Get lost in the world of fantasy, learn something new through nonfiction, or live another life through the character inside of the pages. Help your children adopt a culture of reading. You can even read to your children. As Groucho Marx says, I find television very educating. Every time somebody turns on the set, I go into the other room and read a book.